Hey everybody, this is a wireless security key project that I'm cramming in my Civic when I'm going to be done with it at some point. But basically what it is, it's a wireless-based authentication for your car. So the setup is it's an ESP32 with a whole bunch of C code, some flashy RGB LEDs, and a CAN controller or CAN transceiver. And it gets plugged into the CAN network here. And then I have a Morristech 30-channel PDM under here. I got the keypad and all that jazz. And the functionality is basically when this 3D printed box is powered on, it creates an access point, and your cell phone that's in your pocket should automatically associate with it. Based on something that you have a WPA2 password and the AP BSSID name. Throw that in your phone, and then if your phone sees it, it just automatically connects. And then when it does, since this thing's going to be under the dash, you'll see some flashy LEDs, just because why not? I like LEDs and they're cool. They circle green every second, and then it sends some bytes out that you can configure the PDM to hook into, and that's where you see the green indicator on the key icon. The amber icon is simply a bit that flips every message. It really does nothing other than let you know that this ESP thing hasn't crashed, which hopefully it won't. They're pretty stable. But the setup is basically, this ESP32 sends ping messages to your phone over actual network. So your phone gets an IP address, and this has an IP address, and it sends it right to the phone. It's all automated. So you effectively get 10 seconds, right? Well, at least that's how I set it up. So if the ESP32 doesn't see your phone for 10 seconds, then it's engine stop for you. But here is the cell phone that's connected to my access point. It's called, testing 1, 2, 3. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and disconnect, okay? And then the lights will change from green to amber, and you get 10 seconds before the key gets physically removed, or the CAN key gets removed. And right now it's red, and it now shows red on that. So if you and that CAN message with your starter signal or the engine running signal, if your cell phone's out of range, your car will just stop, right? But that's kind of the idea. So if I go over to my cell phone, and I'll just click this real quick, I'll turn it back on. So I just clicked it, give it a second, and it will reconnect. And once it does, it's making a liar out of me. It's hilarious. Demo failed. Okay, here we go. Now it's working. That you're, you can start your car again. So the cool thing about this is that all you need to remember is the access point name and the long password that you selected. And if you ever lose your phone, you can use somebody else's phone. So now somebody else's phone can become your key to start the car. Honestly, it's one of those things where if you borrow somebody's phone, you probably want to delete it, right? You don't want anybody screwing around like that. But you can just change the C code on this. But that's it. So let me know if you have any comments. I am curious. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this that somebody's made, but it's giving people ideas. Thanks. Bye. All right. This is just a couple minutes later after I put both of these boxes up underneath. So the box that is closest to the top right is the key, and then the other box that is behind all my wires there, that is another one that is pretty much identical to this, except the code's different. And this takes the CAN messages and it sends them out over UDP packets to my Android app that I've developed here in the center of the screen. But yeah, it's gotta figure out where to put all the silly wires so you don't see them hanging down, whatever. But yeah, that's a whole bunch of nerdy crap.